So the first few months was quite bad. In the first 2 weeks, I felt extremely weak. The reason why I began losing weight was for two reasons. Number one, I promised my father before he passed away. And secondly, it was coincidentally also forced upon me when I collapsed shortly after he passed away. So I collapsed due to supposedly acid reflux and fatty liver disease. But the thing is, the doctors were not very certain why. But from my own experience and my own feelings, sometimes you can actually feel what's wrong in your body. I feel that it's mainly due to the fatty liver disease that made me extremely weak. So for the first 2.5 to 3 weeks, I was basically forced to not eat or drink anything. Like I became very sick and collapsed and had to be sent by ambulance to the hospital, and my mom was actually there to take care of me for a period of time. I was hospitalized for a couple of nights. In the end, I was sent back after 2 days, but I was still not confident enough to even walk just 10 steps. Every time I walked 2 to 3 steps, I felt like I was going to collapse at any moment. Eyes became blurry, your legs feel like jelly, and you know from your entire body that something is just not right. You can't really pinpoint exactly what it is, but you will know from your energy levels or lack of it that something is not right. So I was discharged because they could not really find exactly what was wrong from all the tests that they did. But anyway, coming back to how I felt when I started my weight loss journey. So for the first 3 weeks, it was forced upon me, and I did not eat very much except for a few bowls of Honey Star cereals, which was the first thing that I ate. After about 3 or 4 days, I could only eat 2 spoonfuls, which was alright because it gave me a little bit of energy, as I only had plain water for like 3 days. So the cereal gave me some energy from the sugar as well as the vitamins. And after about 3.5 weeks, I was able to walk about 2 minutes from one end of my mom's place, from the living room to the kitchen. That itself was an achievement for me, because previously I only had the energy to walk 2 to 3 steps, which was really very poor, and it got me very frightened because I had never felt that way in quite a number of years. Last time I felt something like that was when I had some supposed heart issues, but even then it was really not really conclusive. It was just a short period of time, about a couple of months, and after that I fully recovered. But anyway, back to this. After the 1 month, my body started to gain its strength, and I started eating instant noodles and just a few plates of vegetables, long beans and red beans, and that carried on for about a month, and your body starts to get used to the amount of food that you are taking. Previously, for the first 3 weeks that I could not eat, I cried because I'm like a foodie, and being a foodie, I miss my nightly ice cream. Are you a foodie as well? Yeah, well, you know how it feels like when you can't get your favorite snacks. For me, it was like a daily kind of thing. You can read more about my ice cream habit in another video. But back to this period of time where I started losing weight. So I lost about maybe the first 3.5 weeks I lost about, I believe, around 5 kilograms. Yeah, due to my lack of meals. I didn't do any exercise at all, none. I could not even walk 5-6 steps without feeling faint. So that was the danger. And then after about a month, I regained my strength. I was able to walk one end of the corridor to the other, and another month later I was able to walk for the first time out of my mom's place and around the neighborhood. Yay! Improvement. I felt so overjoyed because it's like I really felt that my time was up because of how weak I felt during that first few days. It was so bad that I could not even open my eyes to look at my phone. That was how bad it was. I wasn't in a coma, but I felt like I was being sapped away. My energy was being sapped away bit by bit. I could feel my blood like seeping out of my body somehow. So I couldn't even open my eyes for about the first 24 hours. Obviously, I did not even turn from one side of the bed to the other. I was in hospital at that time, so they put me on drips because I could not even drink water. I still felt faint from drinking water, so it was quite a tough journey. But the great thing was, after 3 months, my body got used to the amount of food that I was taking that 2.5 months prior. So when my stomach got back to how it was, functioning reasonably well, I still felt like I want to keep and maintain that same amount of food. So I kept on my 1 meal a day diet. So I have my dinner at around 6:30, and that's it. And then I wait for the next day. And there was no hunger. I was surprised. Being a foodie, I was surprised that my body helped me out. So you see, sometimes we think it can't work, but some way, somehow, things really work out. I could not believe it. My goodness, if someone were to tell me, hey, you're probably going to be only having 1 meal a day for a couple of years, and you will not be wanting to eat ice cream at all, I would tell them they're either stupid or mad or both. But it happened. Magic, God's strength. And in the end, I carried on with that 1 meal a day diet. I shall explain more about the 1 meal a day diet in another video. And I started to add walking to my daily exercise regime. So after 3.5 months, so I walked 1 hour every day. And I stuck with it for like a whole year. Well, I lost like about 88 kilograms in about, although I mentioned that the video was about 8 months, but actually it was earlier than that. It was about 6.5 months or so. Anyway, it was a good thing for me, because when I went for my checkup, the doctor told me my liver was really in good condition. But previously, everything was really not looking good, but things improved. So I was happy that I took the right steps. And remember one thing, if things do seem like a bit challenging at first, you just listen to your body. Doctors will have what they say from their experience and what they read from books, but sometimes the books don't really apply to every single one of us. We have our own special miracle powers, God healing, your own self-development techniques. So these are things that cannot be underestimated. There are some things that doctors can't really explain. So if you continue to believe in miracles, but at the same time, if you need to take medication, please do so as well. The most important thing, listen to your body. What does your body say? Does it say that you can improve but you need to take small steps? Or is it telling you, hey, you are really strong deep down inside, you can take something drastic? But remember, if you are doing that, I would suggest you test yourself first. Yes, even drastic, big, huge steps can be tested out in different ways. For example, if you want to test out 1 meal a day, test out for 2-3 days instead of going all out 1 month. Slow and steady wins the race most of the time. So try it out. I'll share more of my journey. If you have any questions, drop me an email and I'll be glad to share more. In the meanwhile, do not miss the animated video coming up. Enjoy.
Sometimes your dream looks like a mountain too high to climb. But looking up is the first brave step. Others will doubt you. Let their noise pass through you like wind. Your heart knows your real path. Failure feels real. But reach for one small light, one small help, one small try. The top is not a prize. The top is proof that you kept going when others stopped. Every hard step wrote a love letter to your future self. Keep going, even when no one claps, especially then. Your heart is right.